Hi, in this video I will be talking about a few things. How to take good care of yourself, what does it mean to respect yourself and to listen to your needs, and why it is so important, and the fact that most people are not doing it, and that's why most people are suffering. So stay tuned and hopefully you will learn a few good things that you can actually use. And if at the end you still feel like it's not clear, or actually I cannot do this on my own, I need some help, feel free to contact me. Enjoy the video. Hi! My last video was a live transmission, and it was one that I made after I had taken some steps to change a few things, and that's why I was so relaxed and it felt good. So what happened? Well, in the past few months I have been very much focusing on creating content, creating videos, working on my website, but I haven't been interacting too much with people. My main interaction was through web and sometimes a phone call, incidentally. I needed some time on my own because I needed to have, I need to have time to process things that have been happening, stuff that was coming up, and probably most of you are experiencing that stuff keeps coming up, stuff from the past, stuff that's happening now, and it's not always clear what it is about or why is it coming now. That's the main question I hear, like, okay, why is this coming to me now? I mean, this happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Well, it's time to clean, and this period is a period of cleaning up. Period of not ignoring anymore what has been going on. I've described in already different videos what happens if you keep suppressing your emotions, your feelings, whatever is coming up regarding things that happen, because the pressure will build up and at a certain moment it's kaboom. And I generally describe it or compare it to a sewer pit full of everything that comes from your sinks but also from your toilet, and that gets nasty and smelly, and you need to empty it at a certain moment. I mean, or it needs to flow at least. If you have only the pit, then you need to empty it, and if you don't, then you keep adding stuff in, pressure will build up and it will start to ferment, and then at a certain moment it will do kaboom, and that will be ugly, dirty. And that's what's happening when people at a certain moment they lose control, and then their emotions start to coming out and they start to lash out at people without any good reason, or they will get very mad when somebody says something very little, and people are like, what's wrong with you? And this you see happening. Maybe you experienced it yourself, that you did it yourself, or maybe if you're a saint it only happened to you. But we can get triggered by what people say, and sometimes it really hurts. But it's not that they said something bad. It's just that what they said triggered an injury inside us, pushed a button. And the buttons are becoming very, very visible now. So it's time to clean. It's time to process. That's why it's important to also take time for yourself, not to become lonely or to totally isolate yourself, but to take regularly time for yourself to evaluate what's happening, evaluate how you feel, evaluate what is it you need. Do you need more time on your own? Do you need to exercise more? Do you need to change certain things in your life? Then please do so. If you discover that you cannot really deal with what's coming up on your own, ask for help. I'm, for example, available, but there are also other people you can ask. Maybe start with talking to a friend of you, a friend who does not judge you, who does not laugh at what you're having to say, a friend who's just there to listen. And often when we start talking, just hearing ourselves talk, we start to realize what we're saying and what it is linked to, and then like, now that I'm telling you this, I realize that, and then it comes. So please do this. Please take time to take care of these things. And me reaching out to two people actually, was to ask for help. To help me because I got stuck with certain things. And it was amazing. It was amazing how welcoming they were and how enthusiastic they were. And it was like they had been waiting for me to ask for help. Like they knew that I needed help. But we hadn't talked for a few months. And that gave me a lot of energy. That reminded me that it's very important to interact with people who are uplifting. Not with the people who are simply criticizing you because they want to be the smart ones or they want to look cool. No, people who will tell you something is not okay if they feel it, not because they think or not because you're not behaving according to their standards or to their habits. No, people who say it from here without having any conditions on it, without having any benefits from saying it to it. And that is where true friendship actually appears. That becomes really visible. Because a lot of people have friends who advise them, coach them to be more like them. But that is not friendship. That's just manipulation. And I know a lot of people like this. And I took a lot of distance from all the people who have been doing this, who were putting their ideas on me and were mirroring their own failures on me and then were judging me for the decisions I was taking. And I was like, sorry,